Hi, it's John Ludi. Some people have asked me recently about what I use for a solar setup. So there it is. Mostly. There's a few other things, but the top one is just a 15-watt panel that I got from Harbor Freight Tools. It's one panel that's usually sold in a group of 3 as like a 45-watt little solar setup. The bottom panel is just a 5-watt trickle charger. Top one I think I paid about $80 for, and the bottom one I actually paid more for. Well, I I think I paid a little bit too much for the bottom one. Between the two of them, though, they're more than adequate for my major purposes. And my major purposes, me living, pretty low on the food chain, energy usage-wise. Really, my uses are a light, which is basically just an LED light in a regular lamp, desk lamp, and that takes up very little wattage. And I use it to charge this wonderful little droid I'm recording this on, and I use it to charge my netbook when I'm doing various work on that. And really, that's about it. I have other things. I have MP3 players, little video players, little, electronic things of that nature. And those I actually use the rechargeable AAA and AA batteries on, which I charge through various means, one of which is, actually I bought this solar security type light, which is basically, I'm moving things around so I don't look like a total pig. Hey, look at that. And then it's got this little solar guy there. And I had this up, but the timer always worked in a really weird way. So since I like to tear things apart anyway, I took it apart and, actually noticed immediately that while I can't really use this for a light, it makes a really cool battery charger for AA batteries, since that's basically what was living in there. So I actually use that as kind of a ghetto fabulous AA battery charger. And then, for other batteries, I use this right here. It's a little portable battery charger. And, this is, I have no idea where I got this from, but you can find tons of these things online. I also have like some solar chargeable flashlight kind of dailies, little LED lights and everything. What is on the other end of the solar panels is this. For the large panel, I have a charge controller because it needs one. For the smaller panel, and probably one of the reasons why it is, I think, $89, was that it basically has a charge controller built in. And what I have down here are these really cool little gel batteries. And right now I have 4 of them. They cost me roughly $20 a piece. And then I have a marine battery, and I'll probably get another one of those, with a power inverter. And then I have a something that would be indispensable if you're going to do solar at any scale, a multimeter, just to tell how charged my various things are. The gel batteries I find extremely useful in their portable nature. I can walk around with them. So I found it extremely useful when using my little, my 12-volt wet vac outside and things like that. So it's really kind of a very dumbed-down little solar setup that's perfect for somebody with very nominal needs like myself. Obviously this is on the very low end. I think everything in combination was maybe about like $400, something like that. So pretty cheap. I know a lot of solar setups are extremely pricey, some of them to the point where they don't actually, make up for the investment over time. But mine certainly has, and if you're living in an off-grid scenario, as I am, obviously, indispensable unless you want to just go completely primitive, and I'm still clinging to the last vestiges of this dying civilization. So that's my little solar setup. Nothing really special, but, economical. Works for me, does what I need. I may invest in some more batteries, but in terms of what my actual needs are, these just 20 watts of solar panels are doing me quite fine. So I think it's good to assess what your actual utilization is, and that's something that I did do was when I was just visiting out here before I full-timed, I kind of sat down and wrote down the wattage of the various things that I would actually use, and thought about the amp hours on, a mid-level marine battery, and tried to figure out, okay, it would take this long to charge this thing with how large a panel. One thing that I do with the marine battery, I should mention, most of the time I have it sitting on the large panel, but I actually also will just chuck that in my van when I'm going to do anything more than 10 miles, and that'll charge it up too. It's probably not the best thing for a vehicle, but this is an older vehicle, so it seems to be able to take it. But that's about it. So there you go, John Ludy's Ghetto Fabulous Solar Setup. Thanks for watching. Bye now.